Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be tying the 7, 8, 11, 13 method of Tzitzit tying, a pretty simple method. And it's called this because it's pretty simple. You have 7 wraps in the first hulyah, and then you're going to go down to the next and you'll have 8, and then 11, and then 13 in your last hulyah. So we've started off with a double knot, and we're going to gather up all our core. Now, I want to mention that there is a tradition. Some have the tradition of a 10, 5, 6, and 5, but for this demonstration, we're sticking with what's on the diagram on the right-hand side. So to start off, you can separate out your shamash, your blue shamash, but remember that when using your techelet, you're going to start with a white thread as your first wrap of your first hulyah. So you can pull this off to the side, but make sure that you're still catching it in that first white wrap. You're really just getting it ready for the bulk of the work after that. So you're going to take your white shamash, and you're going to grip everything here at the core and come around and do one full wrap with white, going around to the beginning of your shumash there, the first wrap, and then you're going to pull this down with the core. Make sure you get it as tight as you can, which is tricky on this first wrap, but get it as tight as you can, and then go ahead and pull it down with the core. I'm just snugging a little more, and then grab your blue shamash and begin your next wraps. Now you've got your one white, so you need 6 more blue wraps. Take your time with this and pull it tight as you go. You want to kind of conserve as much of that shamash as you can. You won't notice how quickly it's going until you get down to the lower hulyah, the last hulyah there. You're just going to keep wrapping until you have one white and 6 blue for a total of 7. Now, if you need to stop, take some time, stop and count these out, snug everything up, and then take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? Take a look. And yep, we need one more here to get us to 7. One more wrap. Remember, pull all this real tight, and it helps to squeeze at the bottom of the hulyah as you move into your set of double knots to separate out. So you're going to go 3 whites and a blue on one side, hold it very close there to the hulyah, separate out your other side. And now you may have seen the sort of 2-finger twist method from my techniques video, but that's a little harder to do here with these straight wrap ones where there's nothing really tightening it, cinching it down to the core. So just be careful here. Once you get that first knot tied, snug everything up, make sure it's nice and tight, that first half of the double knot. And now you can see you can use that 2-finger twist method to do a very nice, easy half of a double knot. Alright, from here, we're going all blue until we get to the very end. So you're going to want to get your long blue shamash and just begin wrapping. And here we're going for a full 8. Now remember that as you go, you want to pull this really tight. One, it gives it a nice clean, crisp look for this particular tying method. Gives it a nice uniform look, and the other is that it helps to conserve that precious shamash that you want to make sure you have enough of that hanging off of the end of this when you get done. So that's it. Wrapping and tightening and wrapping and tightening. Now I'm just going to keep working on this. As I said, it's a pretty simple method. I'm going to show you the entire thing. I may pop in, may hear my voice here and there, but just going to count these out and then keep on going forward with it. Now you can see there that you can do that 2-finger twist even on that first half of the double knot, but you've got to keep it really tight and pretty much keep your finger pressed up against the huya to keep all those wraps from unraveling on you while you tie that knot. Just to keep it nice and uniform. And you can see it's the same process. Here we are. 11 winds for our third huya. Separating out again, 3 whites and a blue, 3 whites and a blue, doing that 2-finger twist and kind of going between the fingers so that I can keep it nice and tight up to the huya, and then a little looser on that second half because we've already snugged it up. Now we're going to move on to our last huya, starting with blue and ending with white. So we start on white and finish with white here. So we're going to wrap, just like the diagram says, 12 winds of blue and then finish it off with 1 wind of white. And you can see that I'm not joking when I say you need to conserve the thread. You can see, compared to where we started, how short this blue shamash is getting. We've still got a little ways to go, but we should have enough to hang and get our double knot. So now we've got our 12. We're going to isolate a white shamash and just one simple wrap. And again, when you're kind of doing these first ones, you want to really snug it up, squeeze it, and get it tight, and then pull it with the core. And now we're separating out for our last set of double knots. Again, really tight 2-finger twist here, squeezing it through there. We don't want that last white one to slip out of place. and tighten it down. You can see it even tried to run away from us a little bit there, so we squeezed it back up and we finish it off. And then after that last double knot, some people like to do one little more loop, and there you have it. Thanks for watching.